Now, I know how much you dumbasses love these tier lists. They never go away, truly, do they? So you know what? I decided to say fuck it, and I decided to put a bunch of different types of Team Fortress 2 players in it. You know, you can categorize anything these days, and with the power of the internet, anything is possible. So you know what? I listed off a bunch of different type of Team Fortress 2 players. Not something too specific like Pyro Shark or Fat Scout. No, these are just a semi-general list of people that could potentially be categorized based on how you see and how you interact with these people. I'm not really going to have a determining factor on what makes these guys good or bad. I guess what really pisses me off about them or any positives or negatives they bring to the table will mainly influence me. So you know what, we're just gonna start out here with the free to plays. Now, the free to plays, I don't personally hate them, but I don't like them either. I'd rate them a little higher because they are the lifeblood to keep, other players from, keeping the game going. So I think I would have to rate free to plays at about maybe B to A tier on how I like them. I don't hate free to plays. I mean, I can't get mad at the video game ultimately. It's not like Counter Strike and where we throw a fucking game on Office where the enemy had a bot and we had 13 rounds on T side and they were good hostages for the CTs to grab. But no, we got to buy an op second round and we got to go fucking no scoping when we should. We should go for pistol shots. Wow. Okay, nope, not going to go for it. I like watching free to plays play this game. I think they're adorable. I really do. I just love seeing how free to plays tick and function, and I love what's going through their minds, and it's so cute. I genuinely like free to plays. I can't get mad at them. I guess the only time I can get mad at them is if I die to a random crit, but then again, anyone gets mad at that. So I'm gonna leave free to plays at in between B and A. They're so sweet. However, the next type of free to play, I guess you'd like to call, is Brazil. Now, I call it Brazil because for some reason, I guess the main reason is that these kids in these second world countries like Brazil and Mexico and other South American countries, and hell, maybe even Russian or hell, other places in the world where, at least they have access to a computer, but they can't buy a game, so they got to play the free version of the games. So these are your Brazilians. These are the people that will, how could I put this lightly? They're unique, where the way they act and they talk and they interact with you, I think I said interact twice. Fuck it. This is a one take. This whole thing's gonna be a one ass take. But these Brazilians, let's just call them Brazilians because, Brazil, haha, funny. I think I would put Brazilians and other like second worlders in a little below C tier. I just don't like interacting with them because of their high ping and how they can get away with a lot of stupid bullshit. Like they have some god watching over them, giving them extra random crits, and they lag so damn much you can't hit them, but they can still hit you. It's very bizarre. But this is more of an internet and latency issue rather than a personal or a prejudice type of hatred. So I'll just leave them at lower C. Actually, no, I'll bring them down to D tier, mainly because I don't like dying to random Crockett's by Jose Gonzalez 2009. Let's see here. What's another juicy one here at all? Let's go with Tacobot. Now, the past few months I've really not hated Tacobot as much. I still think the concept of having to make a fucking website for your Spurgs who play MVM is pretty fucking stupid. But I mean, after playing a couple tours myself, I've realized there are a lot of dumb motherfuckers out there. But I really don't see the point of just not having like a cloud Google Doc or some shit you can share. You can just copy and paste Steam URLs. You gotta like go out of your way and make a fancy looking website. Most of the people who are in Tacobot are fucking dumbasses. I am friends with one of the higher ups there. I've known him for a few years. We talk and I had to even go to him and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'd rather be pro Tacobot than anti Tacobot at this point. So even though Tacobot is fucking stupid as shit, I would put them on F tier if this was, half a year ago or, almost a year ago. But I would leave them at like high E here. I don't like them, but I can't get mad at them anymore because the engine's out of steam here. I can't do it anymore. It's stupid and I'm gonna laugh at it, but the jokes are ha ha ha, they're long gone. Let's see here. I wanted to bring up Tacobot haters. These guys are fucking tumors. I put these guys in F tier without a doubt. Mid F tier. The comments I've gotten by these dumbasses over the few months, it's so egregious. It is disgusting. I fucking hate this. I genuinely hate these autistic motherfuckers who comment on my videos saying, I'm autistic and I'm not as bad as these guys, or these guys are the Karens of Team Fortress 2. You know who else hates Tacobot? Oh, shut the hell up. These are the reasons why Tacobot's above them now. The hate bandwagon that these dumbasses brought onto themselves is disgusting. One motherfucker commented and said, the guy who made Tacobot, somebody put an assassination attempt on him. Like, shut the fuck up. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Shut the hell up. Tacobot haters are worse than Tacobot. By far none. Ugh. All right, let's see here. Any more other types of players? Furries. Let's go for another F. Furries are pretty self-explanatory. Furries are disgusting. There are genuinely very few furries. Furries I can talk to or tolerate, and the few that I can, I've kind of known them for a few years, and I can't, hate them because I don't know, what do you call it? It's like the woke furries or something? I don't know. They're not in your face about it, and they're not obnoxious, which is, I know, few and far between, but furries in Team Fortress 2 especially, on the fucking bottom. Worse than Tacobot haters. Arguably, they're kind of in the same category, but you know what? Tacobot haters are just slightly above. Alright, let's see here. Cheaters! Cheaters are also on the same tier as F, and with furries, because cheaters are disgusting. I don't really see the point in cheating. It's kind of like beating up low silvers in Counter-Strike Global Offensive and their matchmaking system. It can be kind of fun for a little bit, but you're just crushing something that ultimately doesn't matter, and it's not fun, and it gets boring very fast. It's like beating up little children. It can be kind of fun for a power thrill, but after like the third time you've done it, I don't see the point. And I know you're trying to get reactions out of people, but I don't really get it at all. I genuinely don't get why people would like to play as a cheater. This also applies to bots. I would include bots here, but they're technically not players. They're just programs running in the fucking game. MVM players. Let's just go with normal MVM players. I would put them in C tier. They're kind of middle of the road. We all have our crutches and our vices in our life. Some people like drinking, some people go to alcohol, some people eat, some people do this, people like to gamble, and MVM is kind of the Team Fortress 2 of gambling, where you're not really expected to win anything or hell, even break even. So I don't really see the point of playing it. I did have a friend generously give me a tour. They all paid for it. It was 2 cities. And I like that because, I like getting free. I like my free scratch cards. Fuck yeah, I'll take it. But I would almost never ever buy MVM tickets because I don't see any chance of me making my money back. All the money I've spent on tickets and all the tours I've done, even if I got an Australian tomorrow, unless it was a Australian Golden Pan, I really wouldn't see any purpose or me getting my money back at all. There's no way in hell I'm going to make my money back whatsoever. And the odds of getting a Golden Pan is like 1 in 26,000 or some shit. It's extremely low. You've seen the people in fucking Tacobot where they've gotten, thousands of tours, and the best they've gotten is like an Australian minigun and a Blutsauger. Nothing great or amazing. All right, traders, I'm gonna put at E tier. I guess I'll bump Tacobot a little down and put traders above it because I guess at heart I am a trader and I always kind of like being in it. But I also don't like being in it. I don't like traders. I think traders are just extremely grubby, not very nice people. They do anything to get, there's those precious little keys and their in-game metal, they're Stolz Shackle for two to find, even though that is just disgustingly outdated by years, probably half a decade even. Excuse me. I like trading, but I'm at the point where I don't care. If I don't get exactly what I want, I can just tell them to go fuck off. I'm not going to haggle. I'm not going to do this. I'm in that comfortable position where they have to come to me and amaze me with offers. I don't have to hunt people out. But I don't like traders in general. They're just kind of swindlers, and I don't really think most of them aren't nice people. They're really not, and I just can't get behind that. I probably sound like I'm some stuttering motherfucker, but you know what? I promise this is gonna be one take, and we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna do it live. Fuck it. All right. Starting artists. I call these. I guess these are a little better than your trader. Actually, a lot better, I guess. I call a starting artist someone who advertises selling like source filmmaker stuff or Gary's Mod stuff. I really don't have a problem with them. It's just I've never really had a desire to do it myself. Maybe I will, commission some guy. But you see these guys ranging from like, oh, they're just trying to get some ideas, so they'll do it for free. And then there's people who are like, oh, I'm making these really well SFMs for like 15 fucking keys. I guess you're going to have to find what you're really looking for, and you have to watch out. I don't I don't really hate you for doing it if you're a starving artist, but a starving artist is a starving artist. Scammer, not that one yet. Scammers go down to F tier. Now, I've this is gonna sound fucked up, but I have, in a sense, become a little empathetic with scammers. I hope that's the right word. I'm fucking stupid. I know. I'm making a video on TF2 players. What do you expect? But scammers, it's gonna sound fucked up, I know, but I can kind of get behind scammers. I get why they do it. There's a lot of stupid people out there, and then there's a lot of assholes out there who, in a sense, kind of deserve it. But I'm not going to advertise for it because at the end of the day, you are stealing money, and that is fucking illegal. But I can kind of get where you're coming from. I really, if anything, I would say you should probably scam not a little kid who's just trying to get his foot wet, but more like a $8,000 douchebag. And of course, not everyone who has a rich inventory is a fucking douchebag, but there's a stereotype for a reason. That's for anything. Chinese cartoon watchers. These go down to in between E and F. I don't like you. What do you guys call this? It's like here. This is what the faces of them look like. Here, let me type this out here. You see that? That's what do you call that? That's like your anime feast, your face, your anime feast. Yeah, your feces. This is what it is. This is feces. If you like your ching chong Chinese Japanese cartoons, I don't like you. I don't get how you can get into it. I don't like how they always talk. It's like it's the it's like oh, it just amazes me that some Jap girl is talking like that. I don't I don't I don't get cartoons and movies as is. Why would you want it in another language where you'd have to read it? Ugh. All right, let's see here. Tryhards. Nope. Let's go for tryhards. Tryhards. Tryhards, I'm going to put them in the middle of D tier. I personally don't like tryhards. It's kind of fun to try hard sometimes if you're trying to piss people off. Of course, we all like pissing people off on our own time. But in general, people who just have no fucking entertainment in them, they're just stiff as a board. They're stiff as a fucking broomstick shoved up their ass, where they don't allow friendlies, they don't do any taunts, or they don't dick around at all. They're just, I am in 24/7 strange farming mode. That's it. They're pretty annoying, and I am more empathetic towards friendlies than Tryhard because friendlies has a lot more riveting gameplay to it, because you have to admit, if you like or hate friendlies, you have to admit it's such an interesting dynamic that a fucking video game, you could actually kind of befriend the enemy by just standing still and holding a stupid fucking sandwich. It sounds gay as shit, I know, but it has been revolutionized. That another way to play a video game that no one would have ever thought of in a million years. Just sitting in the fucking corner saying "putis" over and over. Let's see what else. Let's go with Gmod animators because my fucking thing was over it. Gmod animators, I have to give a lot more respect to. They've been in the industry of dicking around with Team Fortress 2 and other Valve-related issues and Valve-related IPs, and I have to respect Gmod animators for doing it since 2004, man. Y'all fuckers are OG as shit, and I love watching it. I get really upset when a lot of the old shit that I remember back then is just gone. It's poof, gone. I can remember some clips or some little skits that they did, but I can't find the videos, and they're more than likely deleted. It's a real shame. You should really preserve that history of the internet. I love Gary's Mod animations. I'm telling you, please, y'all are fucking OG as shit. Fun Police. Let's go with Fun Police next. The Fun Police, I'm gonna put them pretty much on the same tier as Tryhards. They're kind of like the opposite ends of Tryhard, yet they're not. It's a weird paradox where Fun Police, their main goal is to just be an asshole, but unlike Tryhards, they're going out of their way to do it. Tryhards, at the very least, you know up front that they're, no fucking around, no goofing off. But with Fun Police, it'd be kind of annoying, using a loadout where you can't really kill them, but they're fucking annoying with it. Like a Conch Black Box Soldier, or I guess a Thompson Engineer if this was, 2016, where it could drain your Uber like a motherfucker. But overall, I mean, I guess the most prime example of this would be, engineers on High Tower with mini sentries. I can get behind it. It's kind of fun to play it sometimes, but come on, man, come on. Sometimes you're just being a douchebag, which I get. I get it. It's fun being a douchebag. So fuck it. Take back what I said. Let's go with children. Arguably anything I say in this video can be tied back to children. I don't really like children in my video games, especially rated M, where gore is flying amok and people are literally getting blown into pieces and blood splattering on the walls. Children I don't really like because, they're children. Immature little shits. They always scream. They always never shut up. They think they're God's gift to being funny and entertaining. But, I guess it's kind of like a double-edged sword with everybody in the server. Children can be kind of fucking funny at times because they're innocent and they don't know what they're doing, or they're saying something they really shouldn't, and it can just be fun to poke at them. So, I guess it depends how you look at them. I don't really like children, but, they can be fun. Let's see here. Workshop item makers. This is going to be a little controversial, but I'm going to put these guys in D tier. Now, I really don't like them because of mainly it's like I don't know. This is all going on speculation and some offhanded comments people have said to me, and when we were bringing up the issue, where the majority of the workshop item makers like the same, like 3 to 10 people, and for like the past year and a half to 2 years, I haven't almost liked a single item from any of the cases that have dropped. That Funk video, Death of an Art Style, it's like one of his most popular videos. I have to agree with it now, but not when it came out. I think the video was a little ahead of its time. I'd say it's a warning, but he really wasn't warning anybody because he was sick of the art style now. And now I can't get behind it. Allegedly, there's some more shitty JoJo cosmetics in the Halloween case, and there's going to be a Pepe the Frog with the mouth open. I'm not going to say that word. You know what I'm talking about, but I'm not going to say it. That's a dirty word to me. That's like saying the N word for me. I don't like it. It makes me mad. It triggers my flight or fight instincts. I can't even talk right now because I'm just getting so mad about it. I'm talking like a retard. I'm mumbling like a pyro. But I hope that's fake. It's just anime and shitty cultural references that really shouldn't be in the game, and I don't like it. But you guys also do keep the game going in a sense, so I guess I can't really yell at you too hard. I've tried to look into making hats and skins for TF2 and Counter-Strike, and I gave up because I was dealing with a different. I'm a Mac fag, all right. I use a Macintosh, so it was a little hard for me to get into it. I made some shitty P250 skin that looked like some from Nickelodeon in the 90s, and I couldn't do anything after that. But it's hard work. I know coding is fucking a bitch. I've done it with Gary's Mod, and that's a fucking Lua engine. That's some baby shit, and I can't even get behind that. But I just don't like it. I know you guys work hard at making the items. I just wish you would make more entertaining and interesting items. That's all I'm going to say. Comp players. I really don't have a problem with comp players that much. I'm going to put them right in the middle. Comp players, for the most part, they just stick to their own thing. They don't really do or say anything. When they come into pubs, they're either, they're not used to a pub and how it works, and they're going to die and complain to random crits, or they're going to bitch about random shotgun bullet spread and shit like that. But aside from that, I don't really have a problem with them. They just kind of do their own thing. I do want to get into competitive TF2 because I am getting bored with TF2 as of late, and I like competitive. But my only complaint is that I just can't find a game. Maybe I have to go be an engineer for a Highlander Steel team or some shit, and I can brag to all my friends. Oh, look at me! I used the fucking I was the engineer on Steel, and we got second or last place. But I don't know. Shut up. That's all I ever say these days. Let's see here. Event organizers. These guys I highly respect way more over workshop item makers. I like these guys because they are kind of the reason that people are still playing and they're finding new ways to play. Like the 72-hour jam or Potato MVM, where they're coming out with new things, and Valve's even endorsing it. They're coming out with medals, and I have quite a few of them. My goal is to fill at least one TF2 backpack page full of medals, genuine medals, and I just like that. I think people who host it is really nice. It's kind of the way I think Team Fortress 2 is going to go, where the only populated game modes and servers are just going to be people who have just fucked off and done their own thing. I don't think Valve is really going to be able to keep players forever. I give another 5 to 10 years tops before Team Fortress 2 is mostly forgotten, and it's kind of like Team Fortress Classic or Half-Life 2 Deathmatch, where only the real veterans of the game are going to stick around. So I would have to put event organizers in a very high tier. Charity organizers, I put these guys at S tier. These guys do genuinely nice things, and if I can, I usually donate to these charities. I personally like it. I think it's very sweet. I have mixed feelings on charities. My opinion is you should really only donate to a charity because you agree with what the charity stands for. This one charity that the 72-hour jam for Maps, or it was Maps TF or Creators TF. I can't remember what it is. I'm not gonna look it up right now because I'm recording my fucking screen and it'd look awkward as hell. But they did a thing last year where the charity was the Trevor Project, and I personally didn't agree with that charity, so I didn't donate to it. But any other charity, like, the fucking Wu flu, the Chinese flu, I call it the Wu flu. Don't call it, COVID-19. It started in Wuhan. It's the Wu flu. But I didn't donate. I haven't donated to that one yet. I probably will. Sadly, they don't do TF2 items. At least I don't think they do. I looked. And I'll probably donate to the Potato TF one so I can get, my cute little badges, but I do like helping people out. I really do like that. I may come off as an asshole, but I like doing charity stuff. Hell, maybe I'll even do a charity event my own day. Who knows? Alright, let's see here. Server admins. You guys are tumors. If you are a server admin, I don't like you. You guys are genuine fun ruiners. There's always something amazing with a source engine game and a moderator on that said game with that engine in place. Gary's Mod, Counter-Strike, I guess you call it Left 4 Dead 2, but then again, I haven't come across a Left 4 Dead 2 admin. Team Fortress 2, they're just so AIDS-filled. Broomsticks shoved up their ass, they're getting splinters on their tonsils, and they just will not let anything fly. They're often furries and Chinese cartoon watchers as well, but really, I guess the only redeemable thing with server admins is that they're meant to be fucked with. Kind of like Margaret Thatcher's grave. The only thing you should really do with that is just pee on it. That's kind of the only thing you're supposed to do with it, is just so men and women alike can pee on that grave. So you should pee on server admins too. Any chance you get, make fun of them. If you're not getting banned on a regular basis from the servers, you're not doing it right. Friendlies. Let's get some friendlies in here. Friendlies, I don't have a problem with. They're going to be I guess technically the first guy or group in the B tier. I don't really have a problem with friendlies. Like I said, I've already talked about with the tryhard phase. I like how you kind of revolutionize a game. I know it sounds stupid as shit, but they did revolutionize the game. And it's one of the things people recognize with Team Fortress 2. It's kind of it really is amazing. I will not admit, I'm going to say it again. It's amazing how people can revolutionize how a match goes simply by just one dumbass sitting in a corner throwing sandwiches at the enemy and taunting. It's genuinely amazing. I don't hate friendlies. If anything, I'm more pro-friendly than pro-tryhard. But, sometimes you have to kill a friendly now and then. But, always make sure you apologize. Teenagers. Teenagers are worse than children. Teenagers have the mentality of children, but they think they are funny and they sound exactly alike. If you've ever run across a teenager, they sound like the same one of three crackers who are running around trying to be God's greatest gift to comedy. They think they're writing a Bible on how to entertain people when really they're just reading shit they found online, most likely Reddit, and it's just not funny. You're not funny. Stop. I had to make a video about this because it just irked me so much. I'm not saying you shouldn't be an obnoxious little shithead, but I'm going to laugh at you for being an obnoxious little shithead. Man-children. Man-children are even worse than teenagers. They are going in E tier. Man-children are a dime a dozen in Team Fortress 2. How can you spot a man-child? Odds are they're playing Team Fortress 2. And leave all the comments coming in saying, Big B, you're a man-child. If you want to call me a man-child, go right the fuck ahead. I don't care. You are free to do so. I may be. Who knows? Just, self-explanatory. They kind of fall into any other group that I've kind of ragged on or bitched about. But man-children in general, I don't like them. Do not hang around man-children. They are disgusting. SFM animators. I'm going to put them below Gmod animators, not by much, but a little bit, because I just personally respect Gmod animators more, because I really wouldn't know. I've only fucked around with Gary's mod, but source filmmakers, I think there's a more effort that goes into Gary's mod, especially when it comes to animating, because there's a lot of different shit you have to deal with, ragdolls and whatnot, and different angles, which I guess, to be fair, that's also in source filmmaker. I'm probably just some asshole talking out of my ass without any experience. But in general, I think Gary's mod animators are still a little more respectable than source filmmaker animators. But I'm not going to knock y'all for that, because y'all make some incredible fucking shit. Y'all really do turn shit into gold. Unfunny fucks. These guys go into F tier. Arguably any other group I've ragged on can also fall into unfunny fucks. People who read off shitty jokes, not even jokes, memes that they read off Reddit, trying to be funny, and then they always get that half-hearted or in fucking chat, and that's it. And then they just awkwardly shut up and they never say anything the whole damn game. Let's see here. YouTube commenters. You guys are AIDS. You guys are on the same tier as furries and cheaters. I don't know what compels people to say the dumbest shit in the comment section, where it's literally template memes like unfunny fucks. It's like, nobody doesn't use Tommy stuff. Big B, good. Or it's like, Big B makes video on Tommy stuff. Wait a minute, that's illegal. You guys seriously are the living definitions of an NPC. You get an input and an output is shat out. The same output every time. And it's you fucks. You fucks are walking robots. I do believe in the theory that there are only a certain amount of genuine humans on this earth, and the rest of them are just soulless, mind-fucked zombies walking around, consuming anything they can and will to try to fit in. It's creepy. You guys really should please at least try to be a little bit original. Ugh. Metaslaves. Metaslaves, I guess they'll be kind of C and D tier. Metaslaves, I don't really have a problem with them. Unless they're obnoxious about it, won't shut the fuck up because, gotta use the Tommy stuff. It's statistically the best weapon. I gotta use the Uber saw. It's statistically the best weapon. It's a straight upgrade. I gotta, I can't think of any other weapons that are Metaslave material right now. Oh yeah, gotta use Crusader's crossbow because it's statistically the best weapon. I gotta use the fucking Diamondback. It's statistically the best weapon. Gotta use the Dead Ringer. It's that shit. Just annoying. R/TF2 lurkers. Man, I should have just fucking... I'm going to bump R/TF2 lurkers up in between E and F because I have to give R/TF2 one thing. It kind of quarantines dumbasses into one section of the internet, so I don't have to deal with more of you than I have to than in-game. You're not going to try to seek out other niche little communities. But aside from that, gross. Medic butt plugs. These are people, medic girlfriends. Hee hee hoo hoo. Uh, I guess I'll put y'all in mid D tier. I kind of like it when a medic girlfriend just pockets me, and I'm playing as Harvey, the weeping guy. But aside from that, you're kind of annoying when you're not healing anybody. Please try to at least be a little nicer when you're playing as medic. Valve fanboys, I'm gonna put them at E, just slightly above F. Valve and fanboys, I don't like them. They don't shut the fuck up. They're still shitting out Gabe and Half-Life 3 jokes. It wouldn't surprise me if the reason Half-Life 3 is being delayed is because Gabe Newell keeps a track of how many shitty Half-Life 3 jokes he's seen and heard in his own fucking face. And so he delays the game by like a month or some shit. And so in like 2087, we're going to get the game finally, and most of us are going to be dead in the ground, never with our third edition of Half-Life 3. Our third edition of Half-Life 3. You go fuck yourself, Big B. TF2 YouTubers, you guys also go in the F tier. I genuinely do not like almost every TF2 YouTuber. I don't like Soundsmith. I don't like Xenomite. I don't really like Uncle Dane anymore. I don't like I don't like Star. I don't like Muselk. I don't like Big Joey. I don't like any of them. They're all just on the rails cookie cutter bullshit. The only difference is maybe a different sounding voice. Maybe they play engineer instead of heavy. Maybe they're a medic main. There are very few Team Fortress 2 tubers I can tolerate. Most of them are awful. You could probably lump me into this. I don't really care. Go ahead. I am sadly part of these guys. I don't like saying it, and I really don't agree with it, but, I'm making a video related to Team Fortress 2, so you can lump me into this, and you can say what you want to say about me. Also, in a shitty tier, Wannabe TF2 tubers. These guys are on the very bottom. There's nothing sadder. Wait. Fuck. No, this is what I meant. TF2 tuber larpers. That's what I meant. These guys are up next. These guys are just lower than dirt. At least TF2 tubers, they're dirt. Dirt has one good use. It can grow plants. It can grow vegetables. It can grow fruits. It can grow a farm to feed a nation. But Team Fortress 2 tuber larpers, people who replicate the in-game cosmetics that the TF2 YouTubers wear, that's disgusting. TF2 tubers that make the same videos like top 5 cheap unusuals that look really good, top 5 cosmetics that are underrated, or they're just like buzzards just circling over a corpse trying to pick up anything that they can latch onto in a desperate attempt to get a hold of some form of relevancy. Here. This is a little fun Easter egg hunt for you if you've gotten to this far in the fucking video. There's a guy out there that is just so retarded, and he's the living definition of TF2 tuber. Or actually, no, that's next. I'm getting ahead of myself. Hold on here. We're almost done. Wannabe TF2 tubers, also down here. I don't even have any space anymore. You guys are equal here. Actually, no, little above, because at least you're trying to be somewhat original, a little bit at least. A little bit original. Not much, but a little bit. But anyways, these people, they want to make it big. They want to be the PewDiePie of Team Fortress 2. They want to be the Germa. They want to be the Star. They want to be the Muselk. But they just can't. They're not original. They don't have anything interesting to say. They just read off the wiki of Team Fortress 2. They just fucking do shitty gameplay with unoriginal opinions and insights. Should we cap on Hightower? Should you unbox in 2020? Should you start from scrap to unusual series in 2020? Should you do this? Should you do that? Ugh, shut up. Anyway, this is my Easter egg hunt. There's this if you can find him, you'll know when he's there. I'm gonna give you a hint. This was one dude who just throws shit at the wall and hopes it sticks. Here, this is all I'm gonna do. I really like tea. Thunderstruck! That's all I'm gonna give you. If you can find that, you know what I'm talking about. And last but not least, we're gonna have pro TF2 players. I'm gonna put these guys. Actually, I'm gonna bump event organizers up. And I'm going to put pro TF2 players in their place. Pro TF2 players, I don't have a problem with them. They stick to their own guns. They don't bitch. Benny. I don't watch Benny. I've never watched a video by him in my life, but Benny, I don't have a problem with because he's oh I'm Mister. I have 20,000 plus hours in Team Fortress 2. I literally know everything in the back of my fucking hand. I was an Orange Box player from 2007. That's me too. But I'm not Benny. I'm not saying I'm Benny, but we come from the same rice fields or some shit. The same peach field, the same strawberry patch, if you will. So I don't have a problem with TF2 players at all, pro TF2 players. They just do their own thing, and they're kind of fun to watch. When pro TF2 gets going, it really gets going. It's like a diesel engine. It takes a bit to get going, but once it gets going, that thing ain't going to stop forever. That thing going to keep on toogling. So finally, after fucking 35 minutes, goddamn, I thought this video would be a lot shorter. Over 35 minutes of one take. Well, I hope you guys enjoy this. And I hope you guys get really mad at me, Why isn't Pyro Shark on this? Why isn't Fat Scout on this? Why isn't, why is the dang memer with the silly signs not on it? Why isn't the Communist Heavy Army on it? You can get mad at me for that. But overall, 35-minute take, done in one go. A lot of stuttering, a lot of a lot of bullshit, but I hope you enjoyed. This is fun to do. I like doing this. I don't have to write anything. I can just shit out an honest-to-God opinion, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So you know what? I hope you enjoy. Please get mad at me as you fucking please. I'm Big B the Fluffy Redneck. I'm signing off to go, I don't know, I guess drink a 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew.